Good morning, children. Today we will do a new poem. The poem is on page 139. It is lesson 17. It's a ballad. Ballad is supposed to be sung, and the speciality of the ballad is that lines are repeated. Just like the chorus in a song, the lines are repeated. So the title is Refugee Blues. Blues is supposed to be a sad song. And refugee, the meaning is given on page 139. A refugee is someone who flees means runs away, escapes from his or her homeland because of war, religion, or social reasons. This poem refers to the Jewish Holocaust. Holocaust means many people were killed and they had to run away from their homes. They were displaced, which took place during World War II. Millions of Jewish people across Europe were killed by the Nazis. Nazis are the German group, led by the German leader Adolf Hitler. The poem is about the ill treatment and cruelty Jews had to face as they looked for a way of escape to Europe. They had to leave Germany and go to some place in Europe which would welcome them. So you have in this chapter we will understand the suffering of the Jews during the Holocaust. That is during World War II, when Hitler tried to exterminate the Jews from all over, especially Germany. Exterminate means get rid of them completely. He wanted to kill all the Jews. So we will understand the suffering of Jews during the Holocaust, become aware of the condition of refugees who lost their homes and identities. Identities is, you have the identity card, so even their personality, their individuality was destroyed. Nobody accepted them. Nobody was able to give shelter for these Jews who tried to escape from Germany because they were killed in Germany. Then the grammar also is there. So opposite page you have blues, a slow and sad song historically associated with African Americans working on slave plantations. That is about slavery in America. The Africans at one time were slaves and they were forced to do very hard work, very menial work, very low work. They were sold. They were even sold, just like we sell furniture. So this is somewhat like that. This poem is about the ill treatment and cruelty which the Jews had to face. Say this city had 10 million souls. Once upon a time, Germany had about 10 million Jews. Souls refers to German Jews. Some are living in mansions. Some Jews are living in very big houses. Mansion is a very big house. Some are living in holes. Some were very poor. They were living in huts. Yet there is no place for us, my dear. Yet there is no place for us. That is the repetition there, which shows the typical of a ballad. So there were 10 million Jews. They were living in mansions. They were living in small poor homes. But now they are driven away from their homes and there is no place for them because Adolf Hitler was trying to kill all the Jews. The concentration camp was introduced at this time. That is, a large number of Jews were put in a kind of big building and they were burnt alive. So that took place during World War II. Say this city has 10 million souls. Some are living in mansions, some are living in holes. Yet there is no place for us, my dear. Yet there is no place. They were living there, but now they are driven away from Germany. And it is no place for them to live. Once we had a country and we thought it fair. It was right, it was just. They had a country of their own. They belonged to Germany. They thought that it was their own country. Look in the atlas and you will find it there. It is still in the atlas. We cannot go there now. But now they are not allowed to go there. If they go there, they get killed. They are refugees. They had to escape and run away from there. We cannot go there now, my dear. We cannot go there now. In the village churchyard, there goes an old yew. Yew is an evergreen tree, and evergreen means the leaves do not fall down at all, even in autumn. Every spring it blossoms anew. Every spring the flowers appear, fresh flowers. Anew means new flowers. Fresh flowers appear on the old yew tree, which is in the village churchyard. Old passports can't do that, my dear. Old passports can't do that. If they want to renew their passports, the Jews are not given the right to renew their passports because they did not want the Jews to live at all. They wanted to destroy the Jews. The council banged the table and said when they went to renew their passports in the government offices, the council is the official who is the representative of a country in a foreign city. The council banged the table and said, if you have no passport, you are officially dead. If you don't have a passport, you are not alive. You are considered as dead. But we are still alive, my dear. But we are still alive. How can they say that we are dead? We are still living. Literary term opposite by the side of that page. This is an example of irony. Though the speaker is alive, he is told by someone else that he is officially dead. His name is not in any of the papers. The passport cannot be renewed. So, according to reports, official reports, he is dead. Went to the committee, they offered me a chair. Committee here is an organization to help the refugees, the Jews. Went to a committee, they offered me a chair. Asked me politely to return next year. But where shall we go today, my dear? But where shall we go today? So they tried to renew the passports. They tried to go to the committee and get the passports renewed, but they were asked to come next year. So the question is asked, where shall we go, my dear? Where shall we go today? We refers to two people who represent all the Jews. The two people there, we represent all the Jews. Came to the public meeting. The speaker got up and said, if we let them in, they will steal our daily bread. He was talking of you and me, my dear. He was talking of you and me. The public meeting is the meetings held in countries receiving Jewish people to discuss the help that could be offered. Some countries accepted the Jewish refugees, but even there they are denied entrance and they are insulted. So when they went to the public meeting, the comment was that if we let the Jews in our country, they will steal the food that we have to eat and we will have to go without food. And the comment is, he was talking of you and me, my dear. He was talking of you and me. You see the picture there? You and me represents, you and me refers to these two people, but as I told you before, it represents the entire Jewish race. Though I heard the thunder rumbling, thought I heard the thunder rumbling in the sky, it was Hitler over Europe saying they must die. There is the use. The noise of gun, firing of guns, shooting, destruction of the Jews. It was like the sound of thunder. Thought I heard the thunder rumbling in the sky, rolling in the sky. It was Hitler over Europe saying they must die. Hitler was ordering that all the Jews should die. Oh, we were in his mind, my dear, oh, we were in his mind. when everyone must die, they must die, Hitler was speaking of the Jews. All the Jews, the entire community of Jews. Saw a poodle in a jacket fastened with a pin. Even animals have freedom. Even animals are able to live. They are given food. They are given clothes. But we are not given anything. We are human beings, but we are not given anything. Poodle, you have the meaning there, a dog with thick curly hair. He saw a poodle in a jacket fastened with a pin. The poodle is wearing a jacket. But they were in German Jews, my dear. This dog is not a German Jew. So he is allowed to live. He is given dignity. He is given shelter. He is given food. But they were in German Jews. The dogs were not German Jews. So they were protected. They were given food. They were given a comfortable life, which is denied to the Jews, who were human beings. Went down the harbour and stood upon the quay. Quay is the platform in the harbour where boats come in. Saw the fish swimming as if they were free. The fish also have freedom. Freedom to live in their habitat. But the Jews do not have that freedom. They are driven away from their country, from their homes. Saw the fish swimming as if they were free. Only 10 feet away, my dear. Only 10 feet away. They stood on the platform. They could see the fish just 10 feet away swimming in the water. The fish enjoyed freedom. The fish could eat what it wanted. Walked through the birds. Walked through the wood. Walked through the wood. Saw the birds in the trees. They had no politicians and sang at their ease. They were happy. The birds were singing. The birds were rejoicing. They had no worry. They had no anxiety. They could live where they wanted. They had rights. They had freedom. They had no politicians. They are not involved in the politics of any country, in the government, in matters relating to the governments of any country. Walked through the wood, saw the birds in the trees. They had no politicians and sang at their ease. Sang at their ease means happy, freely, cheerfully. They weren't human beings. So these birds do not belong to the human race. They are not Jews. So birds and animals and fish enjoy freedom, security. They lead a comfortable life, which is denied to the Jews. They weren't the human race. That is, the birds do not belong to Jews, the Jewish community. So they are free, they are happy. They weren't the human race. Dreamed I saw a building with 1,000 floors. A very big skyscrapers with plenty of apartments. 1,000 windows and 1,000 doors. That is what he dreams. Not one of them was ours. Not one of those rooms or apartments or flats belonged to them. They are not entitled to live there. They are not allowed to live in that building. Even though there were 1,000 rooms in that building, the Jews were denied entrance into that building. They were not allowed to live there. Not one of them was ours, my dear. Not one of them was ours. They don't belong to us. Stood on a great plain in the falling snow. In winter also, they are homeless. They wander about, they are helpless, and the snow is falling. Stood on a great plain in the falling snow. 10,000 soldiers marched to and fro, looking for you and me, my dear, looking for you and me. So 10,000 soldiers are marching to find where the Jews are and to destroy them. You have the note there. Although Jews have lived in Europe for over 2,000 years, they have often faced hostility. Before the World War II, many found refuge in friendly countries. But this became difficult as the war approached. During the war, death squads searched for and killed the Jews. So during World War II, thousands and thousands of Jews were destroyed. Now, I'll continue with some of the comments about this poem in the next class. We'll stop this session now.